Now I'll call Her Excellency the Honorable Ambassador of Germany on the stage. So I would request Her Excellency Ms. Ina Lepel, ma'am, to please honor the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for you. Hello, ma'am. You can just put it up here. Thank you. Just put it up here. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Honorable Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Honorable Minister of State, esteemed Vice Chancellor, Superior University, esteemed Chairman, Punjab Group, esteemed rectors and other members of the Association of Private Sector Universities of Pakistan, esteemed Consul General of the USA in Lahore, respected participants in SEC, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me to be with you today during the SEC Pakistan 2026. I would like to express through the Association of Private Sector Universities of Pakistan and their partners in Pakistan's public and private sector for bringing all of us, be it aspiring and innovative businesses. Entrepreneurial educators, including private sector universities, have an important role to play in this regard, of course. And they face a considerable challenge. On the one hand, parents and students expect them to deliver on their money. On the other hand, they need to make sure that while the students learn, but read as many books and has as many critical discussions as they can, so that the university does not only form thorough professionals, but also mature human beings with a social conscience and an awareness of their responsibility for other people's life in the future. Assuming that a university degree is only meant to ensure future jobs, as important as it is, of course, would therefore be mistaken. Pakistan has a proud intellectual and spiritual tradition. And while it may be important that students make their parents proud, it is just as important that they make the great Allama Iqbal proud. Being able to think and act as independent individuals will also make it easier for Pakistani students to succeed in universities and workplaces abroad, as for instance in Germany. As you know, more and more Pakistani students are interested in pursuing their academic studies in Germany and to stay there for at least a few years after their degree. They are attracted by our country's scientific and technological excellence, but also by the fact that there is practically no tuition fee, which to many feels like a universal scholarship to begin with. But of course, such an opportunity does not come without some challenges in return. The German academic scene offers an enormous variety of options that can be quite daunting at first sight. A prospective student is well advised to get familiar with our web portal with the simple name Study in Germany. Apply some filters smartly and come up with a short list of study programs that fits their needs. One of the filters is language, as many programs leading to a master's degree are entirely in English, and an increasing number of bachelor's programs in English are also available. Another point to consider is the choice of city. Big cities are sometimes more interesting, but it can be really difficult and expensive to find a place to live. Small cities can be better in that regard, and the quality of universities does not depend on city size. So this is another issue that deserves some in-depth research. Finally, there are also in Germany public and private universities. But in Germany, very unlike in Pakistan, most universities are actually public, especially the traditional and prestigious ones. Public universities are free of charge or charge only nominal fees, whereas some private universities nowadays charge fees that almost reached the levels seen in the US or UK. For some reason, a surprising percentage of Pakistani students opt for private universities. Maybe they think higher tuition fee means better quality and better employability later. However, this is not universally true. My recommendation would therefore be to generate a short list from the portal and then do in-depth research on which university is considered reputable among future employers in the chosen field, and then decide which university is worth the extra money. Unfortunately, many students from Pakistan, and also other countries I suppose, feel daunted by all these choices. Or maybe they have never learned to do independent research on a concrete issue like this. Many therefore prefer to seek the services of an agency. While this can save time and trouble, it is also expensive, and the expense is maybe unnecessary because all information is available in a user-friendly way in public space. In the embassy, sometimes we learn of cases of students who were guided by agencies to private universities and then face huge debt burdens. Sometimes students have to work full-time to pay their debts to the agency and the university, which makes it difficult to follow their coursework at all, let alone with good grades. I'm not saying that all agencies take that approach, but I would also not say that all agencies only have the students' best interests at heart. So here again, the important thing is to make an informed choice. My recommendation in case of specific question is to address them to the Information Office of the German Academic Exchange Service, or well known as DAAD, in Islamabad. The organization, German Academic Exchange Service, was founded about 100 years ago to support student mobility around the world. It is fully financed by the German Federal Foreign Office. I can give you the contacts later if you're interested. Family member to support one. While this might be hard to deal with for a lot of students at first, it certainly helps in becoming more independent and to adapt to challenges they will face in their professional and private lives later. It will also help them in becoming better leaders and decision makers in the future. And since this is an entrepreneurial summit and startups were already mentioned, let me also briefly mention my admiration for Pakistan's resilient and dynamic startup ecosystem. German Development Corporation works to support it in partnership with the Ara Khan Foundation and an organization known as Accelerate Prosperity. The program offers business support services like mentoring, incubation, and acceleration programs, co-working spaces, as well as startup finance windows for loans. Since the program started 2 years ago, loans have been disbursed to 27 businesses, many of them led by women or young people. 244 businesses have received business support services. The beneficiaries are selected on a competitive basis by Accelerate Prosperity, easily found on the net under that name, by the way. So for those of you who are already active in business, this might also be an avenue to pursue. Once again, thank you very much for your attention and for the honor of having me in your midst. Thank you.